Before we got this heifer in, she had the legs sticking out pretty good, but by the time I got her in the calf and pin, she'd sucked them back in. So here I gotta work the legs out, get the chains on over the hind hock, otherwise you'll break the ankles, and be able to proceed to pull it out. Here you put the chain through itself, put it between your thumb and your first finger. You get up on the leg and then you slide it over. And you just keep working it up until you get it above the hind hock and snug it up, and you'll be ready to pull. This calf was being difficult. It kept trying to pull its legs back in. It made it a lot harder to get the chains where they needed to be. Normally you would have the head in that head chute, but our head chute actually quit working on this, so we put the halter on their head, tie them up, and that's how we use it to pull the calves. I decided to leave this whole footage in here to show how long it takes and how hard it is sometimes to get it on there. You know, I finally got the chain in the right spot to where I can pull without hurting the calf.
Okay, I got the hoof hooked behind the hind hock. Now I'm going to start pulling just a little bit so I can get the other leg up and put the other chain on.
So the other leg's back right now. It's not easily coming out. I just barely right now am getting it out. It's in there, and honestly, his mouth was open and his teeth were sharp. They were actually cutting my finger whenever I was trying to get the leg out. And now I'm pulling out the other chain, getting ready to put it on so I can get it around my other foot. Still having problems getting that leg out far enough to hook it. This is a second calf heifer, but I'm not sure if she if she bred last year or not. I'd have to look that up. The calf wasn't too big. It's just the head was swelled up, probably from her pushing for a little while before I checked her. This wasn't the hardest pull. I mean, it was a little hard, but it wasn't. You know, we've had a lot worse over the years that, and the calf and the cow end up just fine. I got the second leg hooked now. I'm reaching in now just to check to make sure it's in the right spot so you won't hurt the animal's leg.
A little tough getting that second leg, but we got her.
I always check to see if I can get it by hand before pulling out the puller to do the job, and this one's head was just too big. I take the handles off and I'm tying the two chains together up there as far as I can, and that's why I hooked the puller hook to pull out. This is our bigger puller. We have a smaller one, but since I was there by myself, I went ahead and used the big one just to make sure I had the leverage that I would need. Nothing's worse than you get a calf half out and you can't get it the rest of the way, and the mom, sometimes they'll, when they go to contract, they will actually squeeze them to death if you have them about half in, half out. So it's very important once you get that head to go that you try as fast as you can to get the rest of the calf out. Right now you just kind of give it a little bit of a tension so she'll try pushing. You can't just pull and you gotta wait until she's actually right there, she's pushing. You just gotta give it a little tension so she'll go, and just work with her a little bit at a time, and then until the head finally makes it out. This cow's actually, her legs keep giving out, and some cows are fine and they have the calf standing up. Some cows end up going down. Now that can be very dangerous when they go down like that with that jack. I've been on the if I would have been on the other side, it could have slammed me into the gate. I have had it before where it hit me and it actually took me off my feet, threw me into the wall, and cut my chest completely open. It was a rough go. Luckily this time I could kind of tell she was wanting to fall to her left. That's why I stayed on the other side of the jack. Okay, the head's about to go there. The head just came out, so now I gotta hurry as fast as I can to get that calf out. Make sure it's still alive. I'd like to see everybody comment below if they think the calf was gonna be alive or what they, at this point, what they're thinking. Okay, the calf is alive. I go over now, taking a piece of like stock bale. You take something, you stick it up their nose a little bit, it makes them sneeze and cough, and it helps get the fluid out of their lungs so they can breathe better. I think she was trying for a while before I got to her, so this calf had quite the battle. I know right now he doesn't look very good, but he actually later this day was up, walking, sucking on his mom, and just being a normal calf. He's totally healthy. Right now I'm getting over where it's drier. It's a little bit elevated. You want to elevate the back end of the calf so that if there is any fluid in him, he can cough it out or get it out of him facing downhill.
That was a hard pull. Not super hard. His head was just a little big. But we'll get him up and going here.
Now you got to get the mom cow up as quick as possible. You got to get your stuff put away, but you got to get them up. They can't lay around, or they will end up sometimes paralyzed where they end up not being able to walk. Plus the calf needs its mom to lick it up. That's what helps get the blood flowing, dries the calf off, and makes it want to get up and fucking drink milk. Right now I'm just trying to get the cow up so it can lick its calf.
Get up. Hey. Hi. Get up. Hi.
A lot of times just doing that will work. I can tell this time this cow wasn't having it. So I have to go get the cattle prod, the buzzer.
Come on, girl.
Give him a couple little buzzes.
Come on, girl. Get up.
Get up. If not, people might say that's cruel. But if you don't do this, that cow will probably die. So it might be
there you go.
Not the funnest thing to do, but if not, the cow wouldn't make it.
Sometimes you gotta give them a little buzz if they've had a hard pull like that to get them up and going. But now she'll lick her calf up.
Those cattle prods don't hurt that much. My brother used to get me with them quite often when we were kids. It's not that bad. It just only used when necessary, and as long as you don't abuse it, it's a tool that you need sometimes. Now just showing this where the mom's starting to lick up the calf. She'll lick all the fluids off of it, and as she's licking it, warms them up and gets the blood flowing to where the calf will want to get up and naturally wander back and start milking on the cow. And I'm gonna this will fast forward here in a minute, just kind of show what the mom does with it. This calf did not. I was hoping the calf would get up and stand while this was running. He did, and it took a little longer. It took about another hour after we were done filming here till he was up. But he's totally healthy, sucking on his mom, and tomorrow he will probably go out on pasture. Good-looking calf, and I hope everybody enjoyed this. If they, if you're a PETA person or you're somebody that, has a negative comment, don't even bother. I mean, we've been farming for 5 generations in the same town, doing the same stuff. If you don't like it, I guess don't watch the channel. I appreciate everybody that's watching, and we're having fun doing some of these videos. This actually, if you look at some of the other stuff we've done, one of the DIY projects was the magnet mount for my GoPro. This is that magnet mount that has actually made it possible to stick to anything metal. It's around here to get these shots. I actually was wanting to do this live on YouTube through the GoPro and through my phone. I thought I had it figured out, and I didn't. So hopefully I can start doing this stuff live where everybody sees it right away. I've only literally edited out probably a minute of this entire deal besides speeding this up. As you can tell, the mom's really licking her up, making her feel better. Anyways, I hope everybody enjoys the videos. Feel free to check out my son's channel, Talon's World. It'll be linked below. His channel was the one that actually got us started doing stuff. He's got over 450 subscribers now. He's had one video go over about 87,000 views. He's got about 130,000 views altogether right now. We're trying to. He loves the YouTube stuff, and he's doing more vlogging as much as we can. And I was putting my stuff on there, and it was kind of cluttering up. We didn't know what people were wanting to watch, so we're separating off the channels now, and I hope everybody enjoys. The rest of this video is just this cow fast forwarded cleaning up its calf. So I hope everybody had a good time, and I appreciate you watching.